And welcome to another video from All American Computer Repair. As always, you can find about all of our services on our website, allamericancomputerrepair.com. We service both business and personal computers, as well as you can find out a lot of other information about our company and information that we share with everybody from our blog, allamericancomputerrepair.com/blog, and as well as our Facebook and our Twitter, which you can find on our website, or links to them on our website as well. So I'm getting a lot of questions lately talking about personal security with everything in the news and all that. Everybody is fairly concerned about their security and their privacy and things of that nature. And I'm always getting the question, what can I do to protect, my computer, my personal information, my finances? Obviously, the first real big no-brainer stuff is obviously make sure your Windows is up to date. Make sure your Mac is up to date. Mac, believe it or not, does have security holes. A lot of people don't know that. They think, well, I'm running a Mac, I'm impervious. As Mac is getting more market share, it's becoming more and more of a target. So just to make sure, your Mac updates are done. You're running the latest OS on the Mac. With Windows, obviously, if you're running an older version, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure you're on the latest service pack. Your Windows update. Another big thing I see as well is people that have. The other thing too is people they set their Windows updates like say 2, 3 in the morning, but the computer's off. They turn the computer off. So if you're going to do automatic updates, I would recommend trying to do them at a time when your computer's on. Or if you are going to do them, during the night hours, just leave your computer on, that night, or at least leave your computer on at least once. And you should be leaving it on at least once a week overnight, so that the virus scan can run and all that type of stuff. Another thing, too, people don't realize, just because your Windows is up to date does not mean that your computer is completely safe. Obviously, it's a big part of it, but a lot of people don't realize is that you don't just need to patch Windows. You need to actually patch things like Flash, Java, .NET, all that type of stuff. People don't realize that. And there's a program out there, Personal Software Inspector. It's one that I personally really like. And I put it on a lot of people's computers. And what it does is every couple days it checks to see if your Java, your Flash, your Adobe Reader, all that type of stuff is up to date. It's like practically like a no-brainer kind of thing. It's actually really, really good. And I really like it, and it'll really help you out a lot. As well as, too, running a firewall. A lot of people don't know this, but when you get a new Mac, there actually is a firewall built in, but most people don't realize it's off by default. So you have to go into your preferences and turn it on. That's really important, as well as on your Windows machine as well. On a Windows machine, however, I would recommend, some kind of personal software, personal firewall type of stuff. AVG is one that I really like because you get AVG, you get the antivirus and the internet security all in one. I've used that. That's actually highly rated. Kaspersky, things of that. Obviously, antivirus protection and firewall protection obviously being a big thing. And the other thing that people don't realize is as well, is if you're going to have a personal firewall, you really should have one that actually checks your email, your incoming email, which AVG does. And that's one of the things I really like about it, is it actually goes ahead and actually checks all your emails that's coming in, just scans it. Because a lot of times you can get a malicious email, and that can cause your things, your viruses, spyware, and stuff like that. So that's something you can do as well. The other thing I strongly recommend for anybody is using a not integrated browser, IE or Safari. They're integrated into the OS to make life simpler, but it's not exactly the most secure thing in the world. So what I would recommend is doing something like a quick Chrome or Firefox, something a little more secure than that. Obviously, they're independent browsers, especially Chrome. If you're running Chrome with ad block, or even Firefox with an ad block, you're a lot less susceptible to viruses because they prevent pop-ups, they prevent the ads on the pages, and things that can really, cause you to get some viruses or spyware on your computer. Another thing too, you might want to check out too is there's a program out there called CC Cleaner. That's one that I like. It's even for the Mac. They have a Mac version. It goes through, cleans out all your temp files on all of your home machine. Obviously, in those temp files, you can have viruses, Trojans, all that stuff hiding, and you may not even know it's there. Because sometimes your virus protection doesn't scan your temp files like it should. So that's something that I would run as well. A lot of things you can do. Obviously, if you're at a Starbucks or a place that offers free wireless, Even if you are past, even if you're running a firewall, even if you have AV protection, I would strongly recommend using some kind of VPN. ProXPN is one that I really like. It's a cloud-based VPN. It's got a client in your machine. You got public Wi-Fi. You hit connect. It creates a virtual private network for you. It's only a few bucks a month, and you can do all your banking and all that. Now, if you're somebody that's home quite a bit, maybe not a concern, but if somebody that's on the road a lot and you got to do your banking online, you're going to use free Wi-Fi. I would recommend using that. And even if you're doing it on your phone, you don't have to, but if you're going to do it on your phone, if you're not too sure how the app is, if it's really that safe, that the bank, mostly your big banks provide fairly safe apps, but if you're dealing with a smaller company perhaps, I would definitely use a VPN for anything. Places like Amazon and things like that are accredited. But some of your smaller places perhaps can't afford the type of security, especially your smaller e-commerce sites and stuff. So VPN, there's a VPN client, an app for ProXPN. I would use that one. It actually is really good. It's only a few bucks a month, which is definitely worth your time and your security. So I want to thank everybody for listening. And again, you can find out about all of our services on our website. And as well, you can find more videos on our YouTube channel here, and as well as on our website. Thank you very much, and we hope you learned something from this video.